Good wishes to my dear learners, particularly the students of class 12. Let's share with a discussion on Precis writing. I am completely locked down. I don't have any blackboard. I have made a chart having 4 pages and I am trying to give you an outline how to make Precis. The word Precis means abstract, abridgment. It's a singular noun. The plural form of Precis is Precis, but the spelling is the same, though the pronunciations are different. Now, basic conception how to make Precis. A passage will be given, you will read it and rewrite it precisely, concisely, in brief, and this is Precis. It's a writing skill. In your previous classes, 9, 10, 11, you have learned some other writing skills like summary writing, substance writing. They are more or less similar because primarily it is reading and comprehension, but there are some differences, there are some dissimilarities. What? When you make a summary, you have to make the content smaller. It may be half, it may be 1/3, 1/4, and so. It solely depends on the given passage. When you make a substance, it may be smaller, it may be bigger, and even it may be the same of the original passage. But when you make Precis, it's most likely to be 1/3 of its original passage. Herein lies the difference, the similarities, and there are some similarities. In a nutshell, so we must tell that Precis is substance of a substance. That is summary of a substance. Now page 2. Making Precis. How to make Precis? There are some steps. I am telling you those steps one by one. Step 1. Count words, divide and adjust. At first, you just count the words, divide it by 3. Suppose there are 180 words in your given passage. So divide it by 3. What result? 60. So your word limit is 60. Step 2. Read repeatedly. When you start reading, you will read it silently, seriously, and thoughtfully, but repeatedly. Step 3. Circle unknown words. It is possible that there are some unknown words. So when you read, when you find some unknown words, circle them. Step 4. Underline important words, phrases, expressions, sentences. You try to understand the important words, sentences, phrases, clauses, and underline them. Step 5. find out key sentence or sentences and keep within bracket. You have to make a title. So you should find a key sentence, main sentence, and the substance is embroidered around this key sentence, the title. Step 6. Comprehend and grasp the main idea. While reading, out of your maturity, you try to understand, to comprehend, to grasp the main idea. And in this way, first part is complete. Now, page 3. You write Precis, but before doing that, you should know some other rules. How to shorten your content. You know, your Precis should be 1/3 of the given passage, so you must have to shorten it. How to shorten? There are some rules. Rule 1. Joining of sentences, words, phrases and expressions. You have already learned joining in your previous classes. Suppose there is two sentences. I have a book, I have a pencil. I can join it. I have a book and a pencil. And in this way, I can shorten my two sentences into one. There is another example. The man is very old. He cannot walk. You know how to join. The man is too old to walk. You used infinity and you have made a simple sentence. So in this way, you simplify or shorten your sentences. Another example, as I was very much ill, I could not go. You use this sentence, you simplify this sentence. I could not go for my illness. Using prepositional phrase. You replace the clause and use a prepositional phrase. And ultimately, your sentence is shorter than before. There is another rule, conversion of words, phrases, phrasal verbs, clauses and sentences. You have already learned do as directed in your grammar classes, in your previous classes. So, there is an example. The man breathed his last. This is a phrasal verb, breathed his last. You may use the man died. Ultimately, your intention is to shorten the sentence and it is done. Example, the girl saw a snake and shouted. You make seeing a snake, the girl shouted. You use participle. So using participles, generally you make simple sentences of your own and you shorten your content. Now you have to know some rules what not to do. It is very much crucial, very much important. Rule 1, no question. It is possible that in your passage there are some questions. Suppose there is a question, who does not know that the earth is round? You must have to change it into assertive sentence. You know the answer. Everybody knows that the earth is round. It is also grammar and you have learned in your previous classes. Rule 2, no exclamation. That is exclamatory sentence. You should not add. You have to change it again. Suppose an example, what a good news. You should change it. The news is very good. So it is an assertive sentence. So no exclamation. Rule 3, no direct narration. It is also possible that there are some direct narrations in your given passage. You have to change it necessarily. You know the rules. Suppose an example. The man said to the boy, what is your name? You change it. Change the narration. The man asked the identity of the boy. So narration is changed from direct to indirect and your intention is clear. You have shortened the sentence. No abbreviation. It is also a rule. That is, you should avoid abbreviation and change it into complete form. A sentence is, he is an MA. You have to change the sentence, he is a master of arts. No contracted forms. Same here. It's a pity. It is a pity. No contracted forms, no abbreviations. You should not use in your precis. No quotation. You should not use any quotation. If necessary, change it. No examples, reference. You must avoid examples, references in your precis. Now, no repetition. That is very much vital. It is possible that there are repetitions of words, unnecessarily sentences, clauses, phrases in your given passage, but you do not repeat at all. No addition. You cannot add anything, any idea. You may change your construction, but you don't add. No exaggeration. It's a critical term for you. Exaggeration in Bengali means অতিশয়োক্তি. Suppose there is a sentence, a few, too few returned. You use it. You use a few returned. No criticism. There is no scope for criticism. You don't criticize the passage. No ambiguity. It is also a critical thing. It may be that there are some ambiguous uses, sentences. There is an example. The man beat the dog with a stick. It is a sentence. Someone says the meaning is the man beat with a stick a dog. It is clear. Someone may say the man beat the dog and the dog has a stick. Two things are clear because the girl with an umbrella means the girl has an umbrella. So the sentence is ambiguous. So you have to rewrite it. How? The man beat with a stick a dog. In this way, no ambiguities, no complexities are not to be used in your precis. Not more than one paragraph. It is possible that in your given passage there are one paragraph, two paragraphs, more than one paragraph. But when you write a precis, the content must be of one paragraph. No moral. Generally, when you write a story, you should add a moral, but in precis, you should not add any moral. Now, probably you have learned how to make precis. Write it, make a draft, count it, adjust. How? If it is smaller than the expected limit, you add some words. If it is bigger, then cut some words and adjust and rewrite it. Just pen through the before one and rewrite it, add a title to it. And thus, your precis is clear. You write the number of words used in the passage. You write the number of words used in your content of the precis. And that's all. If there is any problem, consult with me. My WhatsApp number is there. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.